So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video, and in today's video I'll be doing a match preview for our game on Saturday as Manchester United will be taking on Crystal Palace. If you do enjoy this one guys, as always, make sure to give it a thumbs up on the video. Bottom right corner, hit that red button to subscribe to the channel as well. That always helps out, and also while you're here, get involved in the comment section guys. Let me know your thoughts and your score predictions for the game. One quick thing I want to say, there will be a reaction video to the game on Saturday, but I've been telling you guys in the last few videos I will be going to this game on Saturday at Old Trafford, the one against Crystal Palace, so there will be a reaction video, but it will probably be the next day or maybe even later on in the night. I'm not too sure when that will get uploaded, but I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can, because you got to really take every opportunity when you go to Old Trafford to just take it all in. So I will be doing a reaction video, but it might not be right after the game is what I'm trying to say guys, so sorry about that one. But anyway guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So this Saturday it's Manchester United taking on Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Yes, Manchester United are returning back to Premier League action this week after the last couple of weeks or so and being involved in all the cup competitions. We now get a bit of a break from that and we get to focus on the league for the next couple of weeks or so. So that's really good as well, until we have to face the likes of Barcelona in a couple of weeks' time in the Europa League. And of course for now we have that final to look forward to against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. And I'm sorry there was no reaction to the video. I wasn't able to watch the game, so I didn't put out a reaction for you guys because it wouldn't have made sense. But yeah, we are through to the final. We got the job done yesterday. Fred scoring again, really good. 2-2 for him. Tony Martial coming back into the squad, scoring a goal. And the most important part, and what made me really happy yesterday and put a smile on my face, Jadon Sancho returning back to the pitch. Ten Hag, a massive smile on his face, leading Jadon Sancho back on the pitch. Jadon Sancho looked like he was loving it as well. So that's a really good moment for him, and hopefully he can now kick on as well. And hopefully he might be able to start this Saturday. I'm not too sure if Ten Hag will do that, because I think it might make sense to put him on the bench again and just ease him into it again. But, we never know what we're going to see on Saturday, do we? That's the really good thing about this game. There's a few things and there's loads of options for Ten Hag to go with this Saturday. So, yeah, we are through to the final, and now, hopefully, it's a final we can go and win. It's Ten Hag's first final as well, so I'm looking forward to that. But before we talk about this Crystal Palace game, guys, on Saturday, there was some news breaking out before I did this video, before I went to come on and do it. I saw some news all over social media regarding the Mason Greenwood situation, and I cannot believe it. I'm not going to lie, but Mason Greenwood has been cleared of all his charges, and Greater Manchester Police have put a statement out saying they're discontinuing the situation, the investigation, and they will no longer be dealing with that Mason Greenwood situation. And I'm absolutely amazed with that. I don't know how he's got out of it. I don't know what's going to happen going forward now. Some people will say he should never ever be able to play football again for the reasons and what he was accused of last year and just the whole situation around it. And then you'll have those people that say, well, if they're dropping all the charges and they've not really found him guilty of anything, then maybe why shouldn't he be able to come back into the squad? So there's different views on it, guys, but we'll have to see what happens on the situation, because I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about it, and I'm sure he will not be allowed back in the Premier League at least. He will have to go away somewhere to play football again, I think, just because I don't think the fans will be anything around it, will be up for him returning. I don't think the players will, I don't think the manager will as well. So it's a tricky situation, but that was the breaking news coming out. He's been cleared of all his charges as well, so it's shocking, I know, but didn't expect this outcome. But it is what it is, isn't it, at the end of the day? But we just have to wait for further developments on the situation, because we don't know the full story of what's going to happen going forward now. But yeah, that's the breaking news coming out. But now, guys, let's get on to the game on Saturday. So against Crystal Palace, this is our first Premier League game since the Arsenal game, and that feels like a very, very long time ago. But that's just because we've been involved in all the cup competitions, playing Forest twice, playing Reading. It does feel like a long time ago. So Manchester United in this game need to get back to winning ways. We're still in a good position in top four, and realistically, at this moment, it's still in our hands. With the games we have coming up, there's some games in there where we need to be winning, and I think this game on Saturday needs to be a starter to once again go on a long run of winning games and just boosting that confidence again. Because before this game, of course, we lost to Arsenal, and before that we drew to Palace. We were losing a lot of our momentum. I did say this was going to come because fatigue is the only factor in us not doing well, in my opinion, because we have the squad now. As I said, Martial returning is a bonus for us, scoring again, really positive. Jadon Sancho's back in the squad. Diego Dallo, as we know, is back in training today as well. So Manchester United are really getting their team back together now, and we are going to have a very strong team again on Saturday. Anti's been improving recently as well. Weghorst has been playing well at times, so be interesting to see what happens if he's going to start on Saturday or if Martial comes back into the squad. But I'm absolutely loving this team at the moment, and Ten Hag is making Old Trafford a fortress again. I know we're a long time away with it, but the best thing for me is we're still a long way away from being at our best, and that's the really good thing about this. And now, of course, it's the first season. I mean, no one really expected Ten Hag to work this magic that he has done this season. At the start of the season, the only thing I think he's done wrong is he said, I can't produce magic with this side. And that's exactly what he's done. And that's the only thing we can criticise Ten Hag about, is that statement that he made at the start of the season. But he's doing a tremendous job. He's getting this into the side again. And that's all we've asked for the last couple of years or so. Make the fans get on their feet. Make the fans invest into something in this squad. And that's what he's doing. And again, he wants us back to the top. Rafael Varane recently came out of retirement for international football. So does that solely mean he's focused on getting Manchester United back to the top as well? We are really building a really good squad at the moment. There's a lot to like about this squad. But again, the only thing that's in our way is fatigue. And that's the only thing that's going to stop us from getting results again going into the last bit of the season now. So I'm worried about that. Of course, we did sign Sabitzer as well, which again, as I said in my reaction video, is a really good sign. I'm really interested to see how well he can do up until the end of the season, because it is just a straight loan. So I mean, I hope he can do a job as well, because he did say he's going to give it his all. He's very excited to see or go on this journey of Manchester United until the end of the season, and he should be available for contention in this game as well on Saturday. So will he be starting straight away? Does Ten Hag bring him in straight to the squad? That's going to be a really interesting thing as well, because for me, he comes into the squad straight away. Because I wouldn't play McTominay or Fred. I would stick Sabitzer in the middle, alongside Casemiro, Bruno ahead of him, and he comes straight into the squad for me. That's one really interesting thing. I want to see him as well, because I'm going to the game. I'd love to see Sabitzer debut, and I'd love to see Jadon Sancho involved in the team as well. But talking about all this team news, guys, let's get on to my team news, and I'll show you my team for the game.
So guys, my team going into Saturday's game. So I've got David De Gea in net. Left back, I've got the returning Luke Shaw from his illness. Then Martinez and Varane and Wan-Bissaka. So a strong back four for Saturday should be returning. And in the middle, I have gone Sabitzer to make his debut alongside Casemiro. It just makes perfect sense to bring him straight into the team, because he has a lot more quality than Fred or McTominay do. So I'll definitely have him in and make his debut on Saturday. Then on my attacking line, I've got Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Antony and Martial. The returning Martial into the squad on Saturday. I wouldn't mind if Weghorst started, because the last couple of games or so he has been alright, so I wouldn't mind it. But I just think you chuck Martial back on Saturday, and again, it's a different story for me. So I do reckon Martial will start. I've not put Sancho in. I reckon we just got to ease him in game by game, get him more minutes by game as well. So give him a half instead of bringing on for 20 minutes this time on Saturday. So that's what I've gone with, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and let's get back to the preview.
So guys, there we are. It's my team going into the game against Palace on Saturday. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. And while you're here, let me know what you guys would do on Saturday with the Sabitzer situation. Does he come into the squad on Saturday and make his debut for Manchester United? That's a really interesting one. And for me personally, as you can see by my team lineup there, I do expect him to start and make his debut. And with the Jadon Sancho situation, what's the most ideal thing to do there? Because some people, on one hand, want him to start. And again, some people want him to be eased in step by step, like we did against Forest, coming off the bench, giving him 20 minutes. But this time, maybe on Saturday, maybe you give him a whole second half to come on and do something. So that's what I think he's going to do. I don't want to rush Jadon Sancho into anything, because he has to make his way back into the team, because he's not got given a spot, you know what I mean? He's not going to come in and be first place again, because he has Antony to compete with. But that's really good, because we need reinforcements and we need our best attackers on the pitch. So with Antony and Sancho being there, the competition's going to be good. And again, both players will want to get into that starting spot, won't they? So they're going to be fighting for it. And that's what I want to see from both of them. I want to see them get out. I want to see them both improve. And that's probably the best way to deal with the Jadon Sancho situation. But that's what I want to credit Ten Hag on massively, because I think the way he's handled this whole Jadon Sancho situation has been absolutely perfect. The way he's waited, giving him time to recover, giving him time to get up to speed. And again, bring him on in the most perfect scenario as well. 4-0 up. The Old Trafford fans are expecting him, and again he comes off the bench. Ten Hag's got a smile on his face. Jadon Sancho's loving it as well, and that was a really, really good moment for both of them, I think, because they probably have a lot of respect for each other after what they've been through over the last couple of months or so with that situation. So I got to credit Ten Hag on that, because I do think he could have handled it in a totally different way, but the way he has handled it is absolutely perfect. And now hopefully, as I said, he can come back into the squad and again help us going forward for the rest of the season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Hoping he can come back, because as I said a couple couple of weeks ago in one of my videos. If he can get the best out of Jadon Sancho like he's done with Rashford, those two are going to be a force to be reckoned with as well. But with Anthony Martial back into the squad as well, those three can really cook up again this season or going forward now. But yeah, I'm loving him coming back because it does add a lot of competition now on that right-hand side, which maybe Anthony needs to get, to get going again, because he hasn't really got going this season. Yes, we've seen some good moments from Anthony, but again, we're not seeing that clinical edge at the moment, which we need to see from him. For the price tag, yes, it's not his fault, I know, but again, it's been slightly underwhelming. There's still a lot there, which some people giving him grief. I don't get it with that, because you have to give a player like that time to gel into the squad. And yes, you can say he's had enough time, we're not seeing enough out of him, but he's providing goals, he's being involved in everything we do going forward. So I just think we have to cut the slack off a bit, cut the grief off, give him some time. And again, the Jadon Sancho competition is going to help him out a lot. But now, guys, let's talk about Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace this season, I don't think they've really got to where they want to be. I think they've gone down a bit considering last season. I don't think they've been as good this season as we've seen them before. And I think a lot of Crystal Palace fans are not really happy at the moment with Patrick Vieira and the squad and how they're doing. Yes, they're sitting mid-table. I think they're 13th or 12th at the moment. And for me, that's why I would put them, to be fair. Maybe they expected a lot more considering last season. They do have some good quality players in their side. They've still got Zaha. Ayu's been really good this season at times. Again, Eze, Olise. And they have drawn with us, just the other week in the Premier League before the Arsenal game. They managed to get a draw against us. So we're playing Crystal Palace quite soon again after that. So we'll want to win this game. Again, they want to really frustrate us again. So I do think this game will be a really, really good one. It's not a game we see a lot of goals in the past, especially at Old Trafford. We've not seen too many goals in this fixture. So I'm hoping that's different, because I want to see goals when I go to Old Trafford this Saturday. So I want to see a lot of goals. But yeah, we know they're danger men. Zaha always going to cause us a lot of trouble. Again, he's really their only threat going forward. I think their midfield has improved a bit, but again, they've been leaking too many goals this season. We can definitely get their defence with Rashford. If Anthony or Sancho starts with Martial back into the squad as well, that's only going to be a positive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, guys. My score prediction, I'm going to say Manchester United to win this game 2-0. I do think we'll get back to winning ways in the league. We need to win this game, and hopefully, as I said, we need to kick on once again. Go back on that winning run like we did before the Crystal Palace game, because, as I've said, we're not guaranteed that top 4 spot yet. Yes, we're in a very good position to get that this season, and that's the full aim for me, but we just have to keep on going now, and as I said, the only thing stopping us is fatigue. Other than that, we have the players, we have the quality in this side, and again, we do have a lot of dangerous players who can cause a lot of teams problems. So we just got to watch out. Hopefully, no more injuries going forward. We don't lose anyone again, because, Dallow's back, Shaw's back now from that illness, Martial's back, Sancho's back, so we're getting players back in a really perfect time of the season where we need to kick on now and just do something until the end of the season. Yes, we still have a lot of cup competitions left as well, so we need as many reinforcements as possible. Yeah, because I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing Sabitzer involved, but I am going 2-0, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe as well. It'd be much appreciated. Share the video as well. Let me know your score predictions. But anyway, guys, that's me done, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.